In a world where actions speak louder than words, spotting the red flags in those around us can mean the difference between thriving and merely surviving. Today, we're discussing 7 traits in people that should have us all pausing for thought. We're not focusing solely on romantic entanglements. This is about every person who crosses your path, from the deceptive charm of inconsistency to the destructive force of uncontrolled anger. We are going to reveal the stark realities hidden in plain sight. Number 1, bad-mouthing past relationships. Do you know someone who is endlessly ranting about their exes? That's our first red flag on full display. It's a revealing glimpse into how they handle conflict and accountability, or more accurately, how they don't. Joan Didion wisely observed, "Character, the willingness to accept responsibility for one's own life, is the source from which self-respect springs." Someone who spends their time blaming others for failed relationships likely lacks this character and self-respect. This constant negativity is more than just distasteful. It's a red beacon warning of their inability to engage in healthy, mature relationships. If they can't acknowledge their role in past failures, how can they grow? If every ex is described as the villain, it's only a matter of time before you're cast in the same role. Aim to connect with those who view their past with maturity and insight, not bitterness and blame. Seeking out individuals who possess the character to learn from the past ensures you're building a future with someone capable of mutual respect and personal growth. Number 2, lack of accountability. Are you caught in the web of someone who's never wrong? That's a massive red flag waving right in your face. It's as if they've never heard of personal responsibility. The price of greatness is responsibility, Winston Churchill succinctly put it. But for some, it seems greatness must be on sale because they're dodging responsibility at every turn. This aversion to owning up to their choices turns every conversation into a blame game, with you usually on the losing end. It's a draining cycle, leaving no room for genuine connection or growth. You're not in their life to be a scapegoat for the consequences of their decisions. True strength lies in acknowledging our missteps and learning from them. Look for someone who understands that they're the architect of their fate, not a victim of circumstance. That's the mark of someone worth investing your time in. After all, we're all responsible for our own decisions, and acknowledging that is the first step toward a healthy relationship. Number 3, constant negativity. Have you ever been around someone who's a black hole of pessimism? It's like their motto is, "Why look on the bright side when you can wallow in the dark?" Remember, attitude is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Optimism is a choice. Kindness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever choice you make makes you. Choose wisely. As Roy T. Bennett wisely pointed out, yet some choose to marinate in negativity, sucking the energy out of any room they enter. It's not just a mood. It's a lifestyle choice that screams red flag. Constant negativity isn't just draining, it's a contagious toxin that can seep into your own outlook on life. You have the power to choose positivity, to gravitate towards light and growth. Don't let their storm cloud overshadow your sunshine. Seek out those who also choose to see the good. Those who understand that while life isn't always perfect, our reactions to it can make all the difference. Surround yourself with those who choose wisely, who choose light. Number 4, inconsistency in words and actions. Navigating through someone's inconsistency is like trying to read a book with half the pages torn out. Frustrating, right? Consistency is the hallmark of the unimaginative, Oscar Wilde might have said. But let's get real. When it comes to people, consistency in character and action isn't about being dull. It's about trust. It's a red flag the size of a billboard when someone's words float in one direction and their actions drift in another. This isn't just a quirky trait. It's a fundamental flaw that can leave you second-guessing and on unstable ground. We all have the capacity to align our actions with our words, to live authentically and transparently. It's a choice. Those who choose otherwise, who leave you navigating a maze of mixed signals, aren't just confusing. They're showing you a glimpse of a future filled with uncertainty and doubt. Aim for relationships grounded in reliability, where words and actions are in harmony. Life's too short for the guessing games of inconsistency. Number 5. Uncontrolled anger. Have you ever been on the receiving end of a sudden volcanic eruption of anger? It's like walking on eggshells, waiting for the next outburst. Aristotle nailed it when he said, anyone can become angry, that is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree at the right time, for the right purpose and in the right way, this is not easy. Uncontrolled anger isn't just a red flag. It's a flare, signaling danger ahead. This kind of volatility isn't about passion or intensity. It's a sign of someone who's lost the reins on their own emotions, leaving wreckage in their wake. True strength lies in mastering your emotions, not being enslaved by them. It's one thing to express displeasure and give constructive criticism. It's another to let anger steer the ship. Seek out those who navigate their emotions with wisdom and restraint. Your peace of mind isn't up for negotiation, and being around someone who treats anger like a sport is a risk you don't want to take. Red flag number 6. Financial irresponsibility. Diving into the deep end of financial irresponsibility is like watching someone trying to fill a sieve with water, pointless and frustrating. Too many people spend money they haven't earned, to buy things they don't want, to impress people they don't like, Will Rogers once remarked, hitting the nail right on the head. When someone's lifestyle is a carousel of spend now, think later, it's more than just a red flag. It's a blaring siren warning of potential future turmoil. This isn't about the size of their wallet, but the wisdom with which they manage what's in it. Financial irresponsibility reveals a lack of planning, foresight, and often a disregard for personal and shared futures. In a partnership, you want someone who's not just a spender but a builder, someone who understands the value of financial stability and the peace of mind it brings. Opt for a companion who respects both their resources and yours, recognizing that true wealth isn't about flaunting, but building a secure, shared foundation. Number 7. Being disrespectful to others. Witnessing someone treat others with disrespect is like watching the ugly side of humanity unfold right before your eyes. It's a stark reminder that, despite our advancements, basic human decency can still be amiss. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university, Albert Einstein once said, capturing the essence of equality. This red flag isn't just about manners, it's a profound reflection of character. Disrespect, especially to those in perceived lower positions, reveals a deeply ingrained sense of superiority and entitlement. It's a misconception as old as time, the idea that someone's worth is measured by their status or job. But here's the thing, we're all made of the same stardust, all fumbling our way through life's maze. No one is inherently better than anyone else. Being disrespectful to others doesn't just show a lack of character, it highlights a failure to recognize our shared humanity. Opt for the company of those who understand that respect isn't conditional. It's the very fabric of meaningful human connection. Surround yourself with individuals who treat everyone with the dignity they deserve, embodying the truth that we are all, fundamentally, equals.